씨, 넌 내가 찾아서 죽여버렸어.
미쳤어, crazy. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I just watched the movie and I felt like, oh, let me just do the review straight away. So which is why I'm doing it. So this time the movie I've been waiting for so long, it just finally comes out, and that movie is The Call, which is a Korean movie, obviously. So the movie is a psychological thriller and action-packed, and the cast were the Shin Hye. That's the only one I know of. And yeah, so it's Jeong Jong-Seo and Liel and Kim Sung Ryung. Yeah, so they were acted by them, and the movie is about like two girls who were connected through, you know, via phone calls, and they were in different timelines. So it was connected from the past in 1999, and after 20 years later, like the present time. So those two were connected. So the main girl, Shin Hye, she's in the present time, 2019, and the other girl, Jeong Jong-Seo, she was in 1999. So they got connected through the phone call. You know, in the beginning, it seems like, oh, like it's a wrong, you know, it's a wrong number and everything, because the girl from the past was saying something. It's actually the girl from the past who's calling the present. I think she's the only one who can call her or something. But yeah, that was a bit confusing. She seems to be calling the first. And yeah, it was so interesting. Oh my goodness, the movie reminded me of that horror movie. I think it was called The Ring, if I'm correct. That Ring is a horror movie which the ghost, like, you have 7 days, you have 6 days, like, every day it will call you and remind you. Like, it reminded me of that when I hear these like phone rings. I was like, oh my god. And it's really like thrilling. Obviously it's a thriller, so I really usually don't like watching these, but I do like it. But I love how the movie was connected, the timeline, and it was showing that consistently. Like, so it's going back to the past, and then it jumped to the present, it's going to the past, jump to the present. It was so cool. I love the transitions. I love the cinematography. It was a very good one. I loved it. So yes. So in the beginning, it seems like it's very like kind of like it's calm. The story is calm, you know. It's like it's a bit like the scenes are like dark, you know, not like it's bright and everything. It's like pretty dark scenes. Like overall, the overall movie scenes are like pretty dark scenes. And there were some moments that I really cringe. I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen, you know, like a bit scared. But obviously the ghost will not appear. It's not a ghost, it's not horror, it's a thriller, which is like the sound effect and like the way it directed, like, seems so like creepy. Yeah, it's like creepy. Yeah. And Z, like generation, our millennials. So it's, and so in the beginning it's kind of happy that they kind of share, like, you know, their interests, their, you know, even the food and everything. Like the music taste is completely different, and the present girl was like introducing her, you know, like, we have smartphones, YouTube, blah blah blah, and, you know, letting her listen to the music that the author that she likes, the past girl likes. So it was pretty cool, and it was pretty kind of like nice to see that the two generations kind of like connect to each other, like kind of like learning from each other, which is like really nice, like, you know, how it connected and stuff. But you know, the past girl, like, you know, with her state, she has some like disorder. She has like antisocial, and there's one more which I couldn't remember, and she, you know, she always been in her room. She never got to go out. She always been, and the story builds up like crazy. So it's kind of calm, and then like just builds up like that. And if you change the past, it will change the present completely. Everything start changing completely, which is crazy. Like, I haven't seen any kind of like similar one like this, because usually I've seen it like in animes and stuff. I love anime too. And that, and other some movies are that, you know, usually you have like a parallel universe. So even if you change the past, it won't change the future. The future is still the same, because if you change the past, it will go to another universe. It's like parallel universe. So, but this one is quite unique because it changes the future, like present time as well. After 20 years later, everything just changes, and the transition that changes crazy. I love the transition change. So it's pointed, like well done. And the fact about in the beginning when she trying to search her phone and she has a map, and then the map started to transitioned into the X-ray brain, like directly like that. It was so cool. I found it really cool because I've never seen it like that. And the transition change, especially the tunnel one and other scenes, that wow, like crazy. I was like, okay, pretty good. Good high mark on that. But the thing I don't like is the ending. Very end, the very ending makes me really confused, because I didn't know what happened. Like it seemed like you know, kind of like a relief, happy ending. But then in the very end, it just kind of like not that anymore. Like, kind of, I don't want to really spoil it, but I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? You know, that kind of thing. I was so confused, you know, because I just finished watching it. I'll probably find some explanation online, but now I was like, what? Like, what does that mean? You know, like, yeah, that's the part I don't like. That's the ending. Very end one. But overall, you know, front until, you know, the end, not the very ending, the end, like, I love it. It was so good, and I hugely recommend this drama, this movie, and it's available on Netflix. And if you don't have Netflix, I think you can watch on Drama Cool. I don't know if it's up now, I haven't really checked it. Maybe it will be up like sooner, maybe like after a week, after a month, hopefully not that long. But it was worth a watch. And you know, I could understand, it showed the difference between the two girls. So one, you know, the main girl from the present, she has a happy family, you know, she's warm, she has brought up really, you know, good, she has principles that she can follow. But the other one is like locked up, like in her room, she doesn't know anything, and no one has teach her anything, she doesn't know any principle, nothing. So when you let that kind of person lose, like let them go and lose like that, they will go crazy because they don't know what's happening. And not just that, she had the disorder, like that she doesn't know what principle you should follow, she doesn't really care about the opinion, she does what she feels is right. And not just that, and her behaviors are not normal at all. So that behavior reminded me of that movie, the Joker movie that came out last year with Joaquin Phoenix. Like, he also had that kind of similar disorder, I think, or that there's more, but their behavior are not the same as a society, you know, like that's not how we behave, right? They look different, like you can spot it. So that behavior reminded me of that Joker, like where Joaquin Phoenix acted. So I think they have similar behavior pattern on there. And you know, after she killed, and after even the Joker, after he killed and stuff, after he did what he feels right, he felt really alive, and then it started going crazy, you know, like that's what the behavior, I think, similar in with this girl as well. After she killed her, she became so alive, she can do whatever she wants, like she's so free, you know, she doesn't really care about anything anymore, she just does what she feels is right. And that just goes crazy because you can't do it like that in the society. It's not how it is, you know, it's not right. And you know, not just that, she in the beginning, you know, she thinks of her as a call buddy, she's trying to help her out, and after that it became crazy, and then she's trying to change her own fate as well, you know, like this just tangles up so that, you know, she survives basically. So it's really interesting perspectives that you can see, and you know, the generation gap we see as well, and it's really unique, really thrilling. If you like this kind of category, you should definitely go for this, you know, at this kind of time as well. And you know, the phone call kind of remind us of, like, you know, because now also we're staying at home, you know, with all this COVID, you know, we only have like phone call or like video calls and stuff, you know, to keep ourselves company. And you know, that's what those two are doing as well, like they keep themselves company. And after they acted so good. Even the serial killer girl is so hard to put into emotion and act so well. And there's some scenes that she put out so well, and her acting, and you know, even the main girl, they acted so well. Like a big credit, a huge thank you to them. They did an amazing job. And not just the whole, you know, the whole production crew, the whole film crew did amazing job too with his part. So give it a go and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching it until this end of the video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel, like and share, and comment down as well what you think about this movie, whether you've watched or if you have any other suggestions, something like this kind of, then let me know. Anything. So this genre is pretty good and I'm not really a fan of it, but I managed to finish it. So yeah, thank you so much, and I see you guys in my next video. 사랑해. 안녕.